Hello, YouTube. This is kind of an impromptu video. Been watching 2 or 3 videos. Pandemonium did one, and who was the other one? I don't know. Several of the YouTubers that I watch. I don't know if Camper Van Kevin did or Eric over at Nomadic Fanatic. I don't know if they did or not, but someone else did. I know Aja did over at Pandemonium. But they're talking about staying warm and all that, and so I thought, I've been doing a lot of videos about geocaching and stuff. Let's do some more stuff about the house. As you can see, we still have quite a bit of snow. It's been 4 days, 5 days since the big snow hit, because it's Thursday now, I think. This is bad. I don't even know what day it is. It's a little chilly out, but we'll go inside and I will show you how we handle the heat and trying to stay warm. One thing I will show you for people that may not know, another concern with being up here, once it gets to this point, obviously the park here at Cuddy's, we have all the water shut off except for the centrals, which is where the lodge is, and we happen to be at the stables and we are on the centrals. And I'll show you how we get our water. Right here, this is a frost-free hose bib, or they call it what do they call it? Frost-free hydrant. Here's the old one. This one went bad, but you can see how long this is and how much is sticking out of the ground. So if you have this much sticking out of the ground, the rest of that is all buried. So that's how deep the pipes are. So this water stays on year round. And if you noticed how long it took from when I turned that on to when it came out, that's because it drains that whole pipe. Every time you turn it off, it drains the pipe, so it doesn't freeze in the pipe. But you also notice I don't have a hose connected to that, because to get the hose has to run all the way up there by the solar panels and get to the motorhome. And obviously it would freeze. So we have to, wow, it's still kind of deep right there. We have to keep that disconnected. Solar panels are doing good. But one thing I can show you right now, this is one of our biggest heat sources. While it's a negative in the summertime because we have to get shade, our awning is bad, I need a new awning, but in the winter, it's great. No awning, we get all that sun on the side of the motorhome all day long, and I will show you how well that works out during the day. When it's clear, blue skies, sunny like it is, we don't really need a lot of heat during the day. So these tires were all left here. They left these tires here, and I used to use them to hold up the solar panels, but we built a little rack and we're going to fill them with dirt, soil, whatever, and plant flowers. So anyway, that's why we have a row of tires. But let's go inside and I'll show you how well the solar heating works, just by having the sun on the side of the motorhome like that. There's the sun. Let's go inside. Okay, so now we're in the house and you can see our primary source of heat is this little electric fireplace. The only thing we don't like about this one, it only has one setting. It has a thermostat, but it only has one setting as far as wattage, and it draws 1500 watts. But when it's this cold in the motorhome, it never shuts off because it has trouble keeping up. We just put it underneath the TV there, and we sit on the couch on this side, and it keeps us nice and warm in here. We also, when we need to, we will close this divider off. If it gets really cold, we'll close that off, leave the heater in here when we're watching TV, and then at night move the heater to the other side by my boots there and heat that side at night. Now let's go back and take a look at the thermometer right now and see where we're sitting. Matter of fact, what time is it? It's just after 8. The sun's starting to come in. I'm going to go ahead and click this heater off right now, and then we'll show you the temperature right now, and then in a little while we'll come back and I'll video what the temperature goes up to in the house with the heater off, just the sun coming in the windows and stuff. Oh, and I'll show you this too real quick. This is our old temperature thermometer thing. We got a new weather station. This one, the lower number is just the indoor temperature here that this sensor is picking up, which it says 62 right now. That 40 degrees is actually underneath the cabinet where the pipes are. Because we did have a problem when it got really cold. We did have some pipes that froze inside, even though we were heating the house. So more about that in a minute. I showed you the frost-free hydrant out there, and we don't have the hose hooked up. We use the internal tank and the pump and all that, and I'll show you how we keep it warm in there also. Let's go over there and take a look. So here you go. You can see right now 29 degrees outside, 64.4 inside. Let me go to the minimums. It got down to 24 outside and 58, 59 in here overnight, which isn't bad. You're sleeping, that's fine. But we'll see. Like I said, right now it's 8:13 in the morning and it's almost 65, 64.4. And I will film this in a few minutes, well, a couple hours, and we'll see how warm it gets in here. But really quick about the pipes. There's Beast Food. This heater here, there's actually a hole here. Sorry about this. There's a hole back there where, I don't know if that light will help. All the plumbing is under there, and that goes down around underneath the toilet and comes through here underneath all these cabinets is where all the pipes run. And if we turn that heater on at night, blowing in there, even when it got down to 6 degrees outside, the pipes didn't freeze because it kept it around 40 degrees under there. That heater we just run on the lowest setting and blow it right in there to keep the stuff, just to keep the pipes from freezing. So anyway, we will pause this video now and I'll come back around noontime and we'll see how warm it is in the motorhome. I'm not going to cheat, not going to turn on the heat. So see you in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. It's not quite noon yet, but I want to eat lunch in a minute, so I'm doing this now. Let's see what we got going on. Like I said, I didn't cheat. I turned the heater off when I said I was turning it off. And a long portion of the morning, this shadow out here from these trees puts the motorhome in shade on the side, so it doesn't warm up as fast in the morning necessarily, but here it is. Let me see if I can get 11:48, and it's 53 degrees almost outside, but we're 75 in here, so that's pretty comfortable. It's actually borderline too warm for me, but 75 degrees, no heat since this morning when it was 60 degrees in here, whatever it was. And then over here, come over here, sorry bear, there's Bob Wells, cheaprvliving.com. Over on this side of the house where we have the curtains closed and all that, this is saying it's 69 right in here, so still 70 degrees, 46 underneath the cabinet where the plumbing is and stuff. But so anyway, that's what we got going on. So and then at night, like I said, we got this fireplace heater that's turned off now. Look at him. He's had a rough day.
we went for a walk around the park. There's still like 6 inches of snow, almost the entire park except for where James plowed. Anyway, we use this at night. We put the one over there for the plumbing, and then we do have this blanket up to block off the cab where the driver's seats are and stuff. Class A motorhome. And then if we lose power, these are both electric heaters. If we lose power, I did do this under here. If you open this hose right here with the quick disconnect goes outside through where the water heater used to be. We don't have the water heater in here anymore. It goes outside to a 20-pound propane tank, and then we can plug a Mr. Buddy heater into that. Propane tank's outside. We can have the Buddy heater inside here if we lose power. We haven't used it yet. We fired it up once just to make sure it's working, but we haven't used it yet. And we do run the electric heaters off of shore power. I don't know if I said that earlier or not. Right now, because the sun's hitting the panels good, the rest of the motorhome is run off the solar, but that heater would still be run with shore power. And then I got my down here, this switch, that means we're running off of solar. If that means there's no power coming in, I could run the generator, and 2 is shore power for everything except for the heaters. But yeah, so anyway, that's how we keep warm. And of course blankets. Kelly wears sweatshirts most of the time. She's a little colder than I am, but yeah, it seems to be working pretty good. When it got down to 6 degrees at night, it was chilly in here. We shut this, had both heaters going on, and I think it got down to right just over 50 in here. But if you're sleeping, that's not bad in the bed. And we're going to do some weather stripping around the door. That's a bad leak area in here. But other than that, it does all right. So anyway, that's our video on how we stay warm. And so hope you liked the video. There's other videos here and here. And subscribe somewhere. I don't know. We'll see you next time. Peace.